Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is Aisha, and if you're an existing subscriber, thanks for coming back to watch my video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how my Romanian language was, or the preparatory year basically, how it was and how everything basically is right now. So I got to Romania when it was during COVID, and we had different classes because it depends on the time you came. Then like we have like group 1, group 2, group 3 and all of that. So I was in like group 2, and I say like Romanian language is like pretty difficult. I think the grammatical part of it is like very stressful and difficult. At a point I was so frustrated. I was like, who told me to come to Romania? Like I was so stressed and frustrated. Like the video is up here. I was so stressed and like literally frustrated about it. Like, oh my god, who told me to come to Romania? Like I have to learn the language. But I think now it's like more helpful, and it's like my Romanian language is kind of better. So yeah, we had like very amazing teachers. University of Pitești, we had like very amazing teachers, and you know, the grammatic part of Romanian language is quite difficult. Honestly, even the Romanians know like it's quite difficult because you have to put, maybe for example, I can't like think about word to use right now, but like one word might mean like 5 different things basically. So it's like kind of stressful. We had like amazing teachers, and they were very helpful. So in December we had our first exam, and it was quite difficult. Not really difficult because it was online. It was quite easy. We had like the oral exams. I said scusi because I don't know, right now I feel like I had like Romanian language to whatever I'm saying. So we had like the oral examination and like written. So that was during the COVID, that was last year. It was quite easy. I won't say it's easy, you know, when it's online and you know, you just kind of, okay, you check your book. It's not helpful though, but sometimes you just have to check your book. Oh, let me see if I did the right thing. Nobody wants to fail. And getting to January, yeah, we had like classes January, February and all of that till recently. I had my last exam July 1st, and sincerely speaking, I won't say it was pretty difficult. It wasn't that difficult, honestly speaking, because we had like a very long time to prepare, and before the time we had to prepare, like I think we talked more in Romanian language. We like know the pros and cons of like, okay, this is what adverb you should use, this is what verb you should use, and all of that. Like I feel like it was more like better as at when we had our exam. And yeah, it has been good so far. Like I was basically, at first I was so frustrated, honestly speaking. I was like, God, who told me to come to Romania? I literally cried. I was like, grammatic, you know, this was how the story went. This was how the story was. And we had like, you know, we had online classes, right? And like the teacher, we had like, how many students? We had 15 students in the class, and it was online. And you know, when the teacher, when you're like, you don't understand something, and you don't want to ask too much, so they're not gonna be like, oh, focus on you. So I was like, that day I was so stressed. I was like, I didn't understand what she was saying. Then I asked, like, oh, I don't understand. You know, after saying, okay, you don't understand it, you're like, okay, now you understand, even though you don't understand. And she was like, okay, what's the next answer to this question? Then I was dumbfounded, like, I don't know what to say. She was like, Aisha, did you understand? Oh my god, I was so frustrated. After the class, I cried my eyeballs out. Then I made sure like I studied that particular exercise in the book, and it was the next day I made sure like, oh, I must answer a particular question, and I made sure I did. I made sure I answered a particular question, because to prove her wrong, that yes, and now I understand it. So it was like, I think the grammatical part of it was pretty difficult. And yeah, glory be to God. we are done with Romanian language. Now it's like the main course, the main thing of the course, or the program, better still. So yeah, that was how my language classes went. And I think for some people it was like pretty difficult. And I think one thing about learning a particular language, or like Romanian language or any other languages, is like, make sure you try to practice a lot. Try to like even say it. At some point our teacher was like, you don't have to. One thing about me, or basically then, was like, I'm always scared of like saying the wrong thing. Do you guys understand? I'm always scared of saying the wrong thing. I'm like, okay, what if I say this and it's wrong? You know, that kind of fear, like, okay, what if I say this and it's wrong, or people are gonna laugh and whatever. Just say it. Try to just speak. Just say it. Like, if it's wrong, you're gonna be corrected. And like, I think practice makes, like, not actually perfection, but it makes you better, you know. Yeah, so it was kind of pretty good. And like, thank God we're done with Romanian classes and all of that. I think my Romanian language is like 8/10 now. I'm gonna give myself like a top notch. Both listening, I'm not trying to fumble, but both listening and, should I say right name? But I think both listening, in as much as I'm trying to talk more, like try to be able to communicate with people. Even if I'm wrong, I'm like, poți fac greșeala, dar nicio problemă. Like, I can make mistake, but like, it's not a problem. I am not Romanian, but I'm just trying to like speak and all of that. So that was it. That was how my preparatory year went. So I saw some people like, there was a particular person, this is for you. He was like, you're gonna speak. I wish you success. Like, if you know how to speak, good luck. I wish you success. Like, just basic Romanians. Like, I think when I go outside, that's one advantage of like knowing Romanian language or trying to speak it outside. There was a day I went outside, I think there was a day I went outside and a girl saw like a bandana. I don't have it here. She saw a bandana on my head and she was like, oh, did you get that here? I was like, no, I didn't get it here in Romania, but you can get it at Jumbo. They sell at Jumbo in Romanian language. And there was these two, a grandpa and like a grandma, like old people. They smiled at me and they gave me like this. They gave me like this tape, like, oh, you're trying to speak it. Like, it's so fascinating and interesting when it's like black or basically another person that's not a Romanian speaking Romanian language. And me too, I like it. Like, I just like speaking it. It's so nice and I love it basically. So right now I think my Romanian language is kind of good and I'm so excited to have learned the language. I hope to learn more, like speak more. There are some people that I see, I'm like, and they speak fast. Romanians speak fast, like, no, not like that though, but like they kind of speak fast and like, oh, I want to speak like them, like, you know. I think in a couple of years I will like speak like them better, like faster, you know. Yeah, and that's just it. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thanks for your support. Like, I've seen a lot of amazing subscribers, a lot of supporters. Thank you so much for supporting me. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment under my video. Thank you so much guys, and I love you. See you in my next video. Bye.